Hi guys, get ready for today's workout. We are going to be using the step as well as a few sets of dumbbells. It's going to be a cardio and strength workout, really fun and easy to follow. Some of the intervals will be on the step, some will be off. So let's get started with a warm up. Grab your water, your step. If you don't have a step, you can absolutely do this workout without the step. Grab some weights. I have 8s, 10s, and 12s, and some lighter weights. I always have something just in case I need it. So I welcome you to do the same. Let's get started. And we're just gonna get warmed up. You're gonna take your feet apart wide and just roll those shoulders. Really opening up the chest. Four, three, we're gonna tap and reach it up right here. Really reach up, feel the obliques, feel that body waking up. Good, we're gonna take both arms up overhead. Push it up like an overhead press with your shoulders. Really push. Give me a chest press. You wanna get everything nice and warm. And bring those arms down. Add a step touch right here. Nice and light on your feet. We are gonna keep these legs and we're gonna crisscross the arms in front. Right here we go. Arms up overhead, just like that. Good. Hamstring curl, reach and pull. Really reach those arms out, pull. Feel that back, and feel the back of the legs getting warmer. Give me a knee lift in front, really crunch that core. So when that knee comes up, you're using your abs from the side, we're crunching. And then we're just gonna tap the bench, nice and easy. Get used to that bench height. 8 more. 4 more. We're gonna take those feet apart and squat down and up. Chest is up. So you should be nice and close to that step. 4 more. 3, 2. We're gonna squat down, have your hands on that step. Just bend and straighten those legs. 4 more, drop it down. 2 more. Let's get that core a little warmer. So we're gonna put our hands on the step, walk it back to a plank, and just rock forward and back. This also feels really great on the feet, the ankles, reaching to the crown of the head. 2 more. Now walk it in. Roll it up. Give me a little jump rope right here. Nice and light on your feet. Let's take it to a twist. Not really too much impact here. And even when we do jump, we jump without too much impact. We're really using our muscles to protect the joints. 8 more. 8. 4 more. March it out nice and wide. March it on top. March it down. March it on top. March it down. Just getting used to that step height. March it up. March it down. Hold it here. 4 more. 4, 3. Alternating heels up on the bench, nice and slow. Heel. So we want to stretch out that hamstring a little more. So this is like a dynamic stretch for those hammies. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. March it out. And we're going to do side to side, alternating side lunges, just to get those inner thighs a little warmer. We'll go to this side first. And you can tap that bench, sit the hips back. center and give me some jumping jacks right here. So anytime you do something with jumping both feet, whether it's out or back, if we were in a plank, you can do it one side at a time. That always makes it a little bit less impact. 8 more, 8. 4 more. March it out, grab a drink of water, and we are gonna get going. So all the intervals will be about 45 seconds each. We're gonna do straight step to start, and then we're gonna be picking up those weights to make it a more strength workout. Just a step to start. Let's do alternating knee ups. The step portion will be easy to follow. Pull it down. First 45 seconds is going to be a repeater right here. So you're just pulling it in. Remember, think about your core. Again, now if you wanted to add that jump, you could, you don't have to. You're pulling that knee in, working those abs. So the nice thing about doing something for 45 seconds is that you have time to really bring the intensity up or maybe slow it down. You should be feeling this leg. 4, 3, 2, other side, alternate, just alternate. Now hold it here, repeater, 45 seconds. So you can take some intensity out by taking those arms down. You can bring intensity up by adding. Woo! Feeling it now. Again, if you want to add that little jump, keep pulling that knee in. A few more seconds, hang in there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Woo! March on top. Next one, we're going to turn to the side, just alternating lunges. Here we go. We're just punching down, kind of adding that little twist. You can turn a little more. You can do this without that little jump switch. You can go a little deeper if you're ready for it. The outside toe is down, the heel is up. Whole foot on the step. Woo! 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Let's turn to this side. We're going to do that again. It's important to keep moving in between. Woo! We're going to do it again in 4. Here we go. So you can see I'm starting here, and I can also take that jump out and slow the movement down. And if I want to, I'm going to use my legs to go down that step, keeping the back nice and long. You don't have to go to the music. You can travel that step. Woo! 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Good. March it on the floor. Woo. Next move is a split basic. So we go up, lunge back, switch sides. So it's up, lunge, lunge, and switch. I'm gonna start with this leg first. Here we go. Bring it down, that's all it is. Leading with that right leg might be your left. Again, you can jump it up and then tap with a little bit more spring in your step. Woo! So these moves, you really don't have to think too much, so you can really just work. There I added that little jump. Keep your eye on that step. Whole foot is always on that step for safety. Woo! Still leading with this leg. That toe taps back, and you want to squeeze those glutes. Couple more will do it. Last one. Give me a march on the floor. Woo. We're gonna do that again with this leg leading. Same thing. In 4, 3, 2, here we go. Up, up. Now you can hinge a little bit, get a little lower if you like. Remember adding that little jump up, even adding that little jump in between lunges. Woo! Again. Last one. March it on the floor. If you want to keep the intensity up, give me a little jump rope again. Woo! Side to side. Woo! 4 more. We're gonna march on top. Now we're gonna do those lunges back. Leading with this leg, all lunges. Here we go. You absolutely don't have to go to the music on this one. Now, if you wanted to jump, it's a soft landing, whole foot on the step. Squeezing those glutes. You set the pace. If you want to vary the arms, maybe with a chest push out. Woo! Almost there. So the exercise before set you up for this one. Woo! 4, 3, 2, march it out. Always careful on that landing. Give me that little jump rope here. Woo! Side to side if you want. 4 more, we march on top with this leg. Here we go. Keeping it consistent. Woo! Get ready for those rear lunges. Starting with this side in 4, 3, here we go. So you might want to push the arms up a little bit more. Really feeling those legs and definitely feeling all the muscles around the knee and in the quad. Push. You have 15 seconds. You set the pace. I'm making my arms a little longer now. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Careful landing, good job. Woo! All right, turn, we're gonna go over the top, power jack, over the top, power jack on the floor. You can do 2 regular jumping jacks or maybe 2 heel lifts. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Now, you can pick up the pace I like to go to the music on this one. So it's like 2 little jumps after that power. You can add a little more with the arms. Maybe add a bicep curl. We're gonna be working those in a little bit. Woo! So these intervals are a little longer, they're a little easier. So you can sustain them for a little longer. In a little bit, we're gonna be amping it up. 2 more. Last one. Good job, march it out. Woo! Next one. We're gonna do a repeater glute press, side to side. And I really want you to push your arms up and squeeze those glutes. In 4, 3. I said they were easy to follow, right? Other side. I want you to focus on the glutes. Again. So you want to make sure there's a slight bend in the knee here. Again. So you have a little time to breathe here. Just that toe taps down. Last one right here. March it out. Woo. Good job. All right, amping it up a little bit. We're gonna come to this side. We're gonna pulse 3 quick and take it over. You can do it slower if you want. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! I like to pump those arms and give it a little squat here. Try to elongate the waist when you come up. Woo! If you can get down lower, go ahead. They're quick. Woo! Couple more. Last 2. March it out. Woo! I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. Feel free. All right, we're gonna use this step as a prop now. We're gonna do a couple of burpees. You're ready for it. All right, so we're gonna go down, hands on the step, jump out and in, come up. You don't have to jump any part of it. In fact, you can walk it back, in and up. Use the other leg to lead and just stand, or you can jump from the floor. Ready? You have 45 seconds. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Make sure you're bending those knees to get down to the step. Woo! Still got your 45 seconds here. Because you can set the pace for these. Absolutely. The next set of intervals are only going to be 30 seconds. They're going to be more intense. They'll be over before you know it. 2 more. 1 more. Woo. March it out. 7 ups. So just like we did 3 with that glute press, we're gonna do 7. Woo. Angle it. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other side. Other side. Other side. Other side. Really feeling those glutes and hamstrings. Just that toe taps down. One more each side. Last one. 6, 7, march it out. Woo. All right. Remember that split basic we did? We're gonna go up, lunge to an exit, up, lunge to an exit. You can absolutely watch it first. If you don't like it, just go to those lunges we did in the beginning. Woo. All right. This leg close to the step leads up. Now I may go a little faster than the beat here. So just use the music for what you need. Hopefully you can go down a little lower to that step now, but using your legs. And notice I'm turning a little bit more. So my foot's facing the front and back. Again, you pace it. If you don't like tapping the step, just punch it. You don't have to pivot as much. Almost there. 2 more. 1 more. March it out. Woo. Feeling it. Woo. All right, next one, 180-degree turn, but we're gonna pulse for 3 to make it a little bit more user-friendly. 1 foot up, 1 down. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3. If you don't like this, you can do it on the floor. A little bit more plyo. But you have that little pause. This would be hard to do. Singles for 45 seconds. Make sure you unload. Make sure you lift those feet up. Use your core. So it's a 180-degree turn. We do these on the floor a lot. 1 more. March it out. Woo. All right. We are ready to move on. I'm gonna grab a quick sip. The next round is gonna be 30-second intervals. Still using the step and the floor, no weights just yet. But we are gonna be adding some more strength, like more that we did with the burpees. So we are gonna have our hands on the step a little bit more. Woo, you're doing great. I'm gonna check my time real quick. Get a quick drink, keep the body moving, good. All right, so you have about 10 minutes of these. Again, they're gonna be 30 seconds. You are gonna get a little bit of rest in between, 10 to 15 seconds, and then we go on to the next one. They're gonna be easy to follow, easy to modify. All right, first one, we're gonna stay on the step. So this is like a side-to-side squat, which we do on the floor all the time. So this one, we're just gonna use the step. If you don't wanna jump it, don't. So it's gonna be here, jump to the other side. So you go down to come up, using your core, using your legs. 30 seconds. So let's start on top. Here we go. Now 30 seconds still gives you time to adapt to make it harder or easier. Again, you can do this on the floor. You're gonna feel your inner thigh. You are with the heel down. There's a slight toe turn out. You only have 10 seconds left. Good job, march it out. Nice. Next one, left foot up on the step. Right foot down, we're gonna reach across, propel up. You don't have to lift with a jump, but just get that knee up and work that core. Here we go. I'm tapping the outside of the foot on the step. Remember, my heel comes down and then the knee drives up. Nice athletic arms. Woo. Breathe. This is all cardio so far. You're working that endurance. You're working that speed. Woo. 2 more. Last one. Woo. Good job. March it out. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side while it's fresh. All right. Heel down. Here we go. These add up quick. Woo. Make sure you're squatting, bending the knee, knee over heel. I'd rather you slow these down, go deeper, lift the knee higher. Be intentional with your arms. You're gonna feel your quads. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Good job. Woo. Next one, in and out, half burpee using the step. Woo. Hands under your shoulders. You're on your tippy toes. In and out. Here we go. Your option. Stay on your toes. We already did this with the burpee. Just make sure you jump back to that plank. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Keep the feet wide as the step. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring it up. All right, kick and lunge is next, or knee and lunge. It is different than what we just did with the 1 foot up. Woo! Breathe. All right, we're gonna step with this foot. Now, you should be good and winded. You can kick it, but that knee has to come up first. Feel those glutes. Push into that heel on the floor, and then into the heel on the step. Woo. Right leg is leading. Keep the neck long. I like to tap the step, but you can punch it here. That's fine too. 2 more. 1 more. Woo. Good job. Woo. Good. Come on up. All right, we did that in and out. Now we're gonna do up and down, my favorite. Hands on the step. You're on your tippy toes. Your heels are up the whole time. Neck is long. You can tap from here, or you can go both feet at the same time. Ready? Sit back, heels up. Here we go. Hands under your shoulders. Try to elongate the neck. Remember, it's only 30 seconds. Use your inner thigh and use your core. The more you can squeeze your core on this one, the better. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Brutal. Give me a few shoulder rolls or arm circles. Open up that chest. All right, I'm gonna quick sip. We have that knee and lunge or kick and lunge on the other side. Woo! Athletic arms. Ready? Here we go. So if you are winded, you might want to do this one right on the floor. I'm pretty winded, but if you can do it on the step. If you can kick, add a little more spring in your step. I'm running out of room behind, that's why I moved a little bit. Remember, you want to lift that knee before you extend that kick. Push into the heel on the floor, push into the heel on the step. 4, 3, come on, get them in. 2, 1, woo! March it out. All right, we're gonna combine those last 2. We're almost there. All right. Have your hands on the step. You're gonna go down, back, in, and up. It doesn't really matter where your hands are, as long as you have room behind you. Here we go. Again, the more you can tighten the core, the better. If you're not ready for these yet, just do the option I showed you with just the up and down or just the in and out. When you can, pick up your pace. Woo. Breathe. Woo. Last one. Oh, yikes. All right, checking my time. Awesome. Couple more. Woo. All right. It's getting dicey. Getting dicey. This one, a little bit more plyo. You're gonna straddle down, up and jump twice. So it's sumo squat, up and jump twice. 30 seconds. You can also do one at a time. Here we go. Again, those inner thighs firing. Keep your chest up when you touch down. Drop that butt. Woo! Need two more. And good job. Woo! All right, mountain climbers. And then we're done. Woo! I'm gonna turn my step. Then we're gonna be using that bench for our strength work, our compound work, and abs. Remember, it's still gonna keep your heart rate up. We may be doing some cardio bursts, but let's get into those mountain climbers. 30 seconds, you can do a cross, you can do it straight on, you don't have to jump. Here we go. Now you have the benefit of having that step. I'm gonna switch it a little bit. You don't want to be too high because you want those hips to be down. You only have 15 seconds. Feeling that upper body, priming the pump for that strength work in the upper body. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Keep it moving. Give yourself a little pat on the back. That was all cardio, all you. Woo. Good job, keep moving. Grab some water and let's chat. Woo, we're not done yet. We have core, we have upper body and lower body. All gonna be together. So you're gonna get a complete workout. You have about 15, maybe 20 minutes of work left. And then we cool down. And we're gonna get it all in. Have that variety of weights. The intervals for the strength compound, 45 seconds, because they are gonna get the heart rate up, but 30 seconds I think is too short to really get into the move. So remember, have your variety of weights. I'll tell you exactly what we're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna be using the step for some of it. So I'm gonna use the step for the first one. You're gonna get one weight. I'm gonna grab a 12. We're gonna be doing whoop, one arm out or on your hip, one weight in your hand, sumo squat, upright row with an outer thigh lift, okay? So that we're gonna do on the one side, okay? So I'm gonna grab a 12, and if I need a 10, I'll grab a 10. Work with what you have. Remember, when you do the side leg lift, you don't wanna lean. You want to keep your shoulders over the hips. Don't worry about how high you lift that leg. So we have 45 seconds, guys. Here we go. Down, up, can have this arm out. I like it lightly on my hip. Again, the music is just background. The wrist is straight. So we're getting shoulders, we're getting legs, we're getting core. Woo. We're really doing a nice high pull. The elbow is high, working the shoulder. Soft landing with this leg. It's toe ball heel. Everything goes down together, everything up. This hand is light, just for a little counterbalance. 4, 3, 2, one more. Good job, put it down. Take a break. Woo. Do something different in between. A swing, and then we'll go to the other side. Wide stance. We're gonna go right to that dumbbell swing, thrusting those hips, not leaning back, using those inner thigh. I'm pretty winded. I'm gonna try 12. Ready, set, go. Remember, you set the pace. This one is not as dynamic as the other one. The weight's not going over, up and over too much. We're not lifting the leg. Legs are more grounded. You have 20 seconds. Notice I'm not looking down between my feet or at the step, keeping my eyes forward, working that core, only bringing the arms up to shoulder height, not locking anything out, squeezing the glutes. It's like a sumo hinge. 2 more, 1 more. Woo, put it down. Take a little breather. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna move my step a little bit. It's the annoying thing. Sometimes with the camera, I just want to make sure you can see me. All right, upright row, side leg lift. Make sure whenever you move that step, that the bench is set up properly. I'm gonna just check that right now. Good. All right, this leg parallel to the step, maybe a little slight toe turn out. Ready? Here we go. Nice high pull, wrist is straight. Think about pulling with your shoulder and back and chest a little bit rather than the hand. Now, if you don't like the side leg lift, you can just do it with a squat. This gives you a little more cardio, a little more bang for your buck. Woo. 3 more. 2 more, 1 more. Woo, good job, put it down. Woo. Next one's gonna be core with a little shoulder. I'm gonna grab a 12. Woo. All right, I'm gonna just show you from the side. You're gonna grab that weight. You're gonna have the weight here. You're gonna take it in front of your head and switch. So your core really has to fire here. Also shoulder. You're gonna lean back. Your heels can be down, they can be up, but what you don't wanna do is this, okay? You might hurt your neck. You don't wanna tweak anything. So I'm gonna start with my feet down, see how that feels, because this weight is a little heavier than I normally use. So this hand's gonna be ready, but don't go over your head, go in front of it. You have 45 seconds. I gotta look at my clock. All right, I'm gonna try it with my feet up. I'm feeling pretty good. So you wanna make sure this one arm pushes up and then the other arm pulls it down. Takes a little bit of coordination. Try not to think about it too much. Woo! You can bring both arms up together. It makes it, I think, a little easier. You have 10 seconds. You're gonna feel your core. You're gonna feel your shoulders. 2 more, 1 more. Good job. Woo, on up. So So your heart rate should be up here. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. All right. Next one, I'm gonna stand on top of the step. We've done a lot of overhead. This is gonna be a kickback with a push out, and you're gonna hinge at the hip, making it a little bit like a skier swing. You know what? Let's do the skier swing first. I'm gonna grab 10s. Now the skier swing is great. So I wanna do that first. You're gonna have the weights behind you. Your feet are apart about hip distance. And I'm just standing on the step so you can see me. You can do this one on the floor. So you feel the glutes. You're only coming up to shoulder height, but you are working the chest and the core. Notice it's not a deep squat. It's different than the dumbbell swing we did, because we only had one dumbbell. You can go a little deeper into those heels if you like. It's a little harder to come up. Keep that core tight. You are gonna feel the shoulders and the chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Put those weights down. I don't want to go right into the tricep. It's a little too hard on the cardiovascular system. We're going to go down the step and do some dips. So we'll do the tricep with the push out in a little bit. Woo, little change of plans. All right. So notice we're trying to do at least 2 exercises for each upper body part. We did a lot for the chest with the cardio. Now we're doing some more shoulders. Now we're getting into triceps, and we'll get into biceps and chest a little bit more. All right, we're gonna have those hands on the step. You can do this on the floor. If you're doing it on the floor, grab your dumbbells for a little height, or you can do this on a bathtub, a step at home, on your stair. Just wanna keep your back close to whatever you're dipping from. You have 45 seconds. Here we go. Now you wanna make sure your elbows are bending and straightening. You wanna make sure you don't do this. See how I'm not really using my arms? I'm like swinging. Now, you can do some, we have about 30 seconds left. You can do some with one leg out, but make sure your neck stays long. If you collapse into your shoulders, don't do the leg extension. I'm gonna switch legs because we're almost there. This is a great body weight exercise to do for your triceps. 5 seconds. Keep reaching through the crown of your head, and one more. Come on up. You want to try to do that one just coming up. Don't sit if you can help it. Few wrist circles. We're gonna do that tricep extension with the push out. So here we are. We're gonna be tricep like that skier swing, push out, okay? So you can even go one arm at a time for the push out, okay? Whatever you're comfortable with. Again, this one's gonna get the heart rate up a little bit. I'm gonna use my 10s, and I think I'm gonna do this one on the floor. All right. So this works the chest and the front delt, as well as the triceps. All right, feet apart, rack the weights, here we go. So it's really a quick out and in. So again, you can go one arm. You're also getting a little bicep here. So you're gonna feel those weights as you come up out of the squat, but keep those elbows high for your kickback. Remember, it's not about the biceps, even though they're working. This one's a little harder, I think, than the overhead press we do it with. 5 seconds. One more. Oh, bring it in, good job. You really feel your pecs on that one. Few shoulder rolls. Remember, dynamic stretches are great in between. Woo. Biceps. And we're gonna combine this with a core exercise. So I'm gonna be on my step, and I'm gonna grab my 10s. How we doing? We are almost there. All right, biceps have already worked a little bit, but we're gonna work them again. So here, we're gonna do a curl right here. All it is just a boat curl. So you're leaning back and you're curling. You can also do palm up. You're leaning back though to get those abs. You can also do it with the legs up. All right. I'm gonna mix mine up a little bit because this is hard to do, especially if your feet are up. You can do one arm at a time. You can do a curl here with your palm up, one at a time, like more of a sweep. That's fine too. All right, here we go. Now my hands barely make it to the floor. I could probably use an extra riser here, but I'm really feeling that core, big time. So you can take the palms up and then a hammer curl, it's fine too. Breathe. This is our first of 2 bicep exercises. We did 2 for the triceps, but really we did more than that because we've done a lot in plank, especially with the step, and that works the whole upper body. Keep that chest up. A few more seconds here, guys. These really get the heart rate up. That heart rate's up the whole time. You might want to make sure you straighten the arms and then come up. You have 2 more reps, that's it. One more. Good job, put it down. Come on up. Little dynamic stretch. I love a shoulder roll. Maybe one of these or one of these. Really stretch out that bicep a little bit. So for this one, we're gonna be doing a Arnold press, okay? But we're gonna be doing it in a plie, so we're gonna get the legs too. So I'm just gonna straddle my bench. You do not need the bench here at all. So you're gonna be with your feet apart. You're gonna rack the weights right here. I'm gonna start with one arm at a time. You're gonna drop down to that plie. Arnold press. Arnold press. You have 45 seconds. You can do some one arm at a time. You can do some both, but make sure you're not directly over your head. Just like I said when we were doing that core bicep and shoulder kind of pass, you want the weight right a little bit in front of you for safety. Now, I like to do these slow. I'm really feeling my core. I'm feeling my obliques keep me balanced. I'm feeling my inner thighs, feeling those biceps and my shoulders. You have 10 seconds. Woo. Come on, finish with me. Then we're gonna take it to the floor or the step. One more. Woo. Bring it in. Woo. Good job. Grab your mat. If you need one for your step, I'm gonna stay without it. I'm gonna turn my step. You can also put a towel down. We're gonna work the chest a little more. All right. Again, anytime you move the step, you wanna make sure the risers are secure on top. All right. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. All right, time. Ooh, we are almost there. All right, you have a bench press here, but we're gonna combine it with a chest fly. So you're gonna go bench press, chest fly. Palms out on the bench press to a chest fly. I'm gonna try my 12s. We're almost there, guys. Woo. Feet can be up or down. So you're gonna have your palms facing out for the press, and then you're gonna go right into the fly. So I'm gonna give you a minute for this one because it does take time to transition. You can have your feet down. Now, I wanted to do a regular bench press. It probably would be easier to do a narrow bench press, but I feel like we did a lot of triceps, So I'm trying to get more pecs and keep the chest press wide. So that's why I'm giving you a minute here. So take your time with your transition from palms out to palms in. Now make sure when you bring it down with control and your elbows stay about even with the bench on that bench press. You don't want to strain the shoulder. You have about 20 seconds. We have an abdominal exercise or two, and then we're done. We've done a lot of abs. All that step work with your hands on the step was definitely a lot of abs. Oh, I guess I took my legs up now. Anticipating what we're gonna do next. One more. One more. Ugh. Last one. Woo, bring your weights up. Bring it up, put those weights down. Woo, good job. I'm gonna put my towel down for my low back. All right. For this one, we're gonna do a hip lift to a bicycle. I'm gonna do this with the legs up. You can also do it with the legs bent. My head, neck, and shoulders are up. So they're up off the bench. I'm on the tips of my shoulder blades. My hands are light, and I'm not pushing on my neck. So for this one, you're gonna do a hip lift and a straight leg bicycle, or you can do one of these. I just happen to like the straight. Now, you have 45 seconds here. I don't want a lot of speed because I want when you do the hip lift to really lift, using the abs to lift those hips up and then give it that twist. So you got 45 seconds here. We have some plank work, and then we're cooling down. Woo! Breathe. So get the hips up without swinging. Keep it fairly controlled. Really twist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in and rest your head. Woo! Good job. Come on up. All right. Now, we get rid of the bench for this one. All right. We're going to be in a plank. And then we're going to cool it down. Sound good? All right. So you're going to have your hands on the floor right under the shoulders. I like to do this one on the floor. We've done a lot in plank with the bench. This might be a little harder. Hold onto your plank. And just breathe here for a moment. And all we're gonna do is keep our abs in tight, and we're gonna march out, out, in, right, and then out, in, left. So it's out, in, and then left. Out, in. This is a lot harder than it looks because you're trying to keep the hips down. Keep reaching out the crown of the head. You can also do this on your elbows. You're not moving a lot. We only have a few more seconds. Remember, we started out with that plank. You're also going to feel your glutes here in a good way. You're moving just a little bit. One more each side. Out, in. One more. Out. Hold your plank. Child's pose. Ooh. Good job. Hold on to that child's pose. Now take those hands wide. Separate your knees and just drop the hips and open up the chest. You get a nice stretch in the abdominals. You don't have to look up, but if you want to, you can. Shoulders are down. Getting some extension in the spine. And bring it in. Good job. While we're here, I'm going to take that left leg forward for a hip flexor stretch. So I'm gonna take my arms up. Feeling this hip flexor. Come on back. Take this heel out for a calf stretch. Now you can hold on to that toe. And come around to the front. Fold over both legs. Walk your feet in or jump. Bring it down again. I'm going to stretch that other hip flexor. Take your arms up. Breathe. Really press those hips gently forward. Take it back for your hamstring stretch of this leg. You can take it here. You can gently pull that toe in. Good job. Bring it in. Come on up. Take a nice big deep breath. Exhale, bring your right arm across. Stretch that shoulder. Other side. Take in everything you just did today. Lace the fingertips behind. Press the back of the hand down. Lift the arms slightly to feel that chest opening. Drop your chin to your chest. And release it. Bring it all the way down or halfway down. Still keeping the energy away from the shoulders, away from the ears. Bend the knees, roll it up. Let's bring that right arm up, stretch the tricep. I like to look up and over, gently pressing that elbow in and down. Other side. Go deeper when you can as you exhale. So don't just put your hand there. Really give it a little nudge, because the goal is to get your hands touching behind. So the more you can help this arm, the better that will be in terms of expanding that flexibility. Deep breath up, hands above the knees, flat back down, roll it up. Big shoulder roll. Let's do that one more time. Big shoulder roll, big deep breath, hands to your heart. Put some gratitude and love into your heart. Gratitude for the ability to do this workout. Love for yourself, that you did something great for yourself, which will be another spiral to doing something else healthy for yourself and those around you. Have a great day, everybody. Make sure you hydrate.